I sat nervously in the sterile waiting room, the cold silence interrupted only by the ticking of the clock on the wall. The receptionist had assured me that Dr. Reynolds was one of the best doctors in town, but as the minutes stretched on, I couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease. Finally, the door creaked open, and a man in a white lab coat emerged. Dr. Reynolds, or so he claimed. His appearance immediately struck me as odd. His hair was disheveled, his hands trembled ever so slightly, and his eyes darted around the room as if searching for an escape route. Despite my reservations, I followed him into the examination room, hoping that this uneasy feeling would dissipate. As he began asking me questions about my medical history, I noticed that his knowledge was superficial at best. He stumbled over basic medical terms and seemed ignorant of recent advances in the field. But it was when he pulled out a syringe that my heart truly sank. The label on the vial was barely visible, its contents unknown and potentially dangerous. Panic set in as I realized that I was in the hands of a fake doctor, a dangerous imposter. My mind raced as I contemplated my options. Should I confront him? Make a run for it? But before I could decide, he came towards me, needle in hand, an unsettling smile on his face. I leaped from the examination table, knocking over medical equipment in my haste to escape. I ran out of the office, my heart pounding in my chest, and vowed to expose this imposter for the fraud he was. I contacted the authorities and shared my story, hoping to protect others from falling victim to his deceitful practices. Months later, the truth emerged. Dr. Reynolds, as it turned out, was not a licensed physician at all. He had been impersonating doctors for years, exploiting the trust of unsuspecting patients. His clinic was shut down, and he was arrested for practicing medicine without a license. Reflecting on that harrowing experience, I couldn't help but shudder at the thought of what could have happened if I hadn't trusted my instincts. It was a sobering reminder that in a world filled with deceit, it is crucial to be vigilant and question those who claim to have our best interests at heart.